Welcome to lesson 2 in Learn How to Code with Python. I've decided to take a step back and do it a bit slower and only use the idle shell for now, because I think it's in the last video it was a bit, well, not messy, but maybe making it overly complex to show you two editors, and so you have to get a handle on that as well. So let's just work with the idle shell for now, and then when the scripts get longer, you will see that it's useful to start working with a text editor or an IDE. But for now, just let's focus on idle, the Python console, and start learning some programming. So this lesson I will show you how you can work with text in Python. So you've already seen how you can print out some text using the print function, but in the shell you can also type in a string, which is text, which are characters next to each other, and have it outputted. So we can do again the hello world example. You can see that I'm putting it in quotes, double quotes, and if I press enter, it will output it with single quotes. If I do it in single quotes, hello world, it will give the same output. So apparently Python understands that if you put something in double quotes or single quotes, it to be text, even if it's a number, for instance. So if you put the number 1 in double quotes, it will give back a string 1. Why I know it's a string? Because it's outputted back in the console with single quotes. If I would simply do 1 and press enter, then it will output a number on the console, an integer in this case. We've already seen the print function, so we could print out some long text. Hello world, how are you? And this will print out the text. You can see the difference here, and there are no quotes around the text that's put into the console, because we are using the print function. So we're giving the order to the Python interpreter to output a string just as you would read it, and without the quotes. So what can we do with strings? Well, many things. First of all, we can look something up in string. We can see if string is in a string. So we can do something like hello world, how are you? This string, and Python offers the find method. So you can say find, and then you can look for something in it, another string, enter, and it returns 6. So what does this mean? It means that world has been found in the string hello world, how are you, at position 6. So this is the first letter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then after that we have the set of string, the string that we try to find. So what else can I say about this? Interesting to know is that it found it on the 6th position, while actually the W is on the 7th position. That's because strings are counted from 0. So the H is on position 0, the E is on position 1, L is on position 2, etc., etc. So the W here is on position 6. Then let's see, what else can we do? We can replace strings. So let's say we want to replace world by another word. So we can use the replace function. So we want to replace world with something else. We can say, hello Dave, how are you? So the first parameter that we give to the replace function is world. That's what we are looking for. And then we are replacing it by Dave. So this is a simple find and replace function. So if you press enter, it gives back, hello Dave, how are you? Let's see what happens if the string cannot be found. So hello Maria, how are you? Maria is not in the string. It just leaves it as is. So in the replace function will look if it can find the first string and then replace it with the next. Let's see how this works if we look for something that cannot be found with the find function. So we go back to the find function and we look for Maria in the string. Well, what do you guess? What will it give back? Will it give an error? Well, let's see. Hey, it gives -1. So if the find function does not find the string you are looking for in another string, it gives -1. So you could use this in a script. For instance, you want to see if a whole text contains commas. You can look for the commas, and if the find function returns -1, you know there are no commas in the text. What else? We can also change the casing of the letters of the sentence by using lower or upper functions. So let's say we want to downcase the sentence that we have. We could use the lower function, and as you see, it's all lowercase now. In the same way, we can use the upper function to have it all in uppercasing. Yes, this is particularly handy if you want to look for something in a text, but you don't know if it's in upper or lower casing. So let's say we want to find world in this sentence, and but we don't know if world has been capitalized or not. So we could simply make it to lower, like so. Yes, and then immediately after it find in lower cases world, and then it should find it. So it transforms the whole sentence into lowercase. So world will also be in lowercase, and then we start looking for world, and then it should find it. So let's see if this is still true. Yes, it returns 6. So this is how to look for things in a long string of text. You can also add other things easily to a text using the format function. So let's say, again, we have the hello world example. How are you? But instead of world, we want to add something here. We can use the format function, which is a very handy function. So at the place where we want to add something, we will use curly brackets, like so. So hello something, how are you? And this something, the curly brackets will be replaced by the something that we add to the format function. So here at format, we put another string like Pete, just say name. So hello Pete, how are you? Enter. Hello Pete, how are you? Same way we can use Maria again. How are you? Also, instead of only one replacement, we can use many more replacements. So hello Maria, how are you? But we can also hello Maria and someone else, how are you? So we can say hello Maria and Dave, how are you? So hello Maria and Dave, how are you? To combine this with the print function, for instance, we can say print this out by using the print function. Print, and we have to close the closing brackets here, enter, and it prints out hello Maria and Dave, how are you? Another very useful function is the or is it the function? It's a method actually. Doesn't matter. Operation we can do is the split operation on the text. So we can take this text again. So we have hello Maria and Dave, how are you? And we have a comma here, and we want to split this sentence into two parts, and we want to split it on the comma. We can use the split function. And we will split on the comma. Enter. Then you see the sentence has been split up in two, what we call two elements of a list, and we will get into this later. But this is how you can split text into two parts, and you can show only the first part by accessing the first element by using this way of writing. So the brackets with 0, that's the first element, and the second element is number 1. So here hello Maria and Dave. So if we want to access the second one, we press N1 here, and then how are you? Okay, so this is the base. These are some basic examples of how you can work with text. I hope you found this useful, and in the next lesson we will look at how we can work with numbers in Python. Okay, thank you for watching, and hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, so I know, and see you in the next video.